Hello, and welcome to today's story. Make sure you like and subscribe. Alright, let's get started. They said she was just a housemaid, but the truth was buried deep beneath the lies, the shame, and the silence. Her name was Chidinma, and the day she entered that house, everything began to change, slowly, and then all at once. She came to the city barefoot. Her mother had just died. No one asked if she had siblings. No one asked if she had dreams. They just took her in, gave her a sponge, a metal bucket, and a list of chores that never ended. She was 12, but she worked like a 30-year-old woman. Up by 4 a.m., water the compound, wash the children's uniforms, clean the kitchen. No breakfast, no complaints. The family she worked for was wealthy, respected. The man of the house was a local chief, a man who wore agbada and held meetings with governors. His wife, cold, beautiful, sharp like a blade. She never touched Chidinma, but her silence cut deeper than a slap. Their children, one of them, Amarachi, mocked her accent, made her repeat words just to laugh. "You sound like a goat. House girl," she'd say. The others ignored her. She wasn't allowed to eat at the table. She ate alone, in the corridor, beside the mop bucket. Sometimes she ate only once a day, and yet she was kind. She prayed every night. She whispered thank you even when no one listened. One day, the chief's only son, Obina, collapsed in school. They rushed him to the hospital. Tests, drips, panic. The doctors said he needs blood urgently. Everyone in the family tested negative. No match. Even his own mother wasn't a match. The chief's wife screamed. She slapped a nurse. She demanded answers, but none came. Then a young doctor asked quietly, "Is there anyone else living in the house?" A distant cousin, a help. They brought Chidinma. She was scared, confused, but she agreed. She lay on the cold bed, and they took her blood. Perfect match. The doctors were stunned. They said, "This is not common. This kind of match is rare. It's as if they are ... related." That night, the chief's wife sat alone in her car, crying. She had a secret, one that she buried for 16 years. Chidinma was her husband's daughter. It happened during the early days of their marriage. The chief had a mistress in the village, young, quiet, beautiful. She got pregnant. When she told the chief, he denied it, but his wife found out and paid the woman to disappear. She thought it was over, but the woman gave birth, and before she died of illness, she sent the child, Chidinma, to Lagos, to the chief's household, not knowing she was sending her daughter back to the same woman who ruined her life. But something had changed. The chief started looking at her differently. He saw her eyes. They looked like his. He saw the way she stood, like his mother. One day, he asked his wife, "Do you think that girl, could she be?" His wife lied. "No, she's just a housemaid." But guilt began to eat her alive. She drank more, slept less, and one night, while praying, she broke. She called the chief and told him everything. He was silent for 5 minutes. Then he said, "Bring her to me." That day, for the first time, Chidinma sat on a real couch. She was confused, scared. The chief looked at her and said, "You're not just a housemaid. You're my daughter." She fainted. When she woke up, she was in a clean bed, a real bed, with pillows and warm food beside her. The chief apologized. He wept. He told her the truth. His wife begged her for forgiveness, but Chidinma didn't speak. She just cried, not because she was sad, but because, for the first time, someone finally saw her, not as a servant, not as a burden, but as family. Weeks passed. The chief gave her a room of her own. He enrolled her in school. He told the world, "This is my daughter, my blood." The villagers were shocked. People whispered. Some praised him. Others insulted him. But he didn't care. He had missed 16 years of her life. Now, he was going to fight to give her the rest. And Chidinma, she rose. She studied. She became a doctor. Years later, when the chief fell sick, it was Chidinma who saved him. She held his hand in surgery. She stood beside him when others ran. And when the press asked her why, she said, "He abandoned me once, but love gave us a second chance. This is not about revenge. This is redemption. Today, she runs a foundation for abandoned children. She gives them names, homes, and love because she knows what it means to be unseen, unwanted, unloved. She was once just a housemaid, but now she is a woman who uncovered a village's darkest secret and used her pain to heal others. Thanks for watching. This story was written by Rosie World CRN.